hold on a second. We're preparing to stream. Oh, nice sunglasses, Patrick. You're so cool.
Only ones I can still see in.
Are you gonna be Australian for this?
We'll see.
Oh my gosh, Eric, you already know you're gonna.
All right, everyone. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us to our 10 Things I Hate About You reading, one of our favorite movies here, I'm sure everyone. Just gonna go around. My name's Anne. I'll be Kat. We've got Corey. She's gonna be my little sister Bianca. We've got Curtis, our Cameron James for this evening. And Eric, he is our Patrick Verona, if you didn't already guess that from those cool shades. Jeremy Weinrich is going to be narrating this for us, and he's Michael.
Yeah.
Logan is the indomitable Joey Donner. I hope he's enjoying his cult right now. We've got Marla, who's going to be a variety of characters, and my best friend Mandela. We've got Nicole, who is going to be Miss Perky, who does not love Alice and Janney. She's also going to be doing some other roles for us. And then we have Michael. He's going to be several characters for us, of which one is Walter, my dad. And then we have Travis. Can't forget about Travis. He's going to be Mr. Morgan and several other characters, including Bogey Lowenstein, which in the original script was Levenstein, and I had to change it because people would be like, what? This is wrong. All right. Well, take it away, Jeremy.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's fall in love. All right. 10 Things I Hate About You. Exterior, Padua High School day. Welcome to Padua High, your typical upper middle class high school in Seattle, Washington. Exterior, Padua High School, the street outside day. 2 cookie cutter cute girls sing along in their car to a bit of popular fluff music. Kat Stratford, 18, pretty, but trying hard not to be, and failing. Pulls her rundown car up next to theirs and scowls with indignation at their choice of music. Exterior, Padua High School, front steps day. Kat hurries toward the front door of what appears to be the Wayne Manor version of an ordinary high school. She approaches another cookie cutter cutie pasting an advert for Prom on the wall and tears it down in passing.
Hey!
Interior guidance counselor's office day. Cameron James, a clean-cut, easygoing new kid at school with an optimistic, innocent face, sits facing Miss Perky, conservative spinster stereotype, turned on its head. She's in the middle of composing some racy lines from her pulp romance novel in progress on her laptop.
So, Cameron, here you go. 9 schools in 10 years. My. Army brat?
Yeah, my dad's
That's enough. I'm sure you won't find Padua any different than any other school. Same little asswhite shit for brains everywhere.
Excuse me, did you just say, am I in the right office?
Not anymore, you're not. I've got deviants to see and a novel to finish. Now scoot!
Okay.
Scoot!
Cameron rises to leave and passes Patrick Verona, a smug, long-haired Australian who's on his way in. Miss Perky looks down at her file and up at Patrick.
Patrick Verona. I see we're making our visits a weekly ritual.
She gives him a disapproving glance. He answers with a charming smile.
Only so we can have these moments together. Should I get the lights?
Oh, very clever, kangaroo boy. Says here you exposed yourself in the cafeteria.
I was joking with the lunch lady. It was bratwurst.
Bratwurst? Aren't we the optimist? Next time, keep it in your pouch, okay? Scoot!
After he leaves, she goes back to writing her novel, adding the word bratwurst to the sentence she's working on. Interior school hallway day. Michael Ekman, a typical overachieving brainy senior with a young Republican sense of style, introduces himself to Cameron among the bustle of the hall. Michael Ekman, I'm supposed to show you around.
Oh, hi. Thank God. Normally they send one of those, audio video geeks.
I do. I know what you mean. Yeah. An audio video geek pushing a cart full of film equipment rolls alongside them.
Hey, Michael, where should I put these slides?
Michael? So, Cameron, here's the breakdown. They begin to walk down the hallway. Over there, you've got your basic beautiful people. Now listen, unless they talk to you first, don't bother.
Wait, is that your rule or theirs?
Watch. Hey there.
Geek.
See that? The jock and his friends glare as if offended as the two walk away. Exterior schoolyard day, groups of students stand around. Michael and Cameron continue their walk. To the left, we have the coffee kids.
Whoa.
That was Costa Rican, butthead.
Very edgy. Don't make any sudden moves around them. They step down and pass a table full of white boys with dreadlocks and prerequisite Jamaican berets. And these delusionals are the white Rasta. Oh, they're big Bob Marley fans. They think they're black, semi-political, but mostly...
Smoke a lot of weed?
Yep. They now approach a few kids dressed as urban cowboys. These guys...
Wait a minute. Let me guess. Cowboys?
Yeah, but the closest they've come to a cow is McDonald's. McDonald's. They approach a group of studious-looking teens who are bent over textbooks at a table. These are the future MBAs. We're all Ivy League accepted. Yuppie greed is back, my friend. Hey guys, how you doing? One of them looks annoyed and mutters something about Bogey. It is, in fact, Bowie Lowenstein himself, leader of the academic geeks. Why does he mutter his own name? Maybe he just likes to speak in third person. Yesterday, I was their god.
What happened?
Bogey Lowenstein started a rumor that I buy my Izods at the outlet mall.
So they kick you out?
Hostile takeover. Don't worry, they'll pay. Now over here,
Oh my God.
Bianca, a young cream puff of a blonde girl, walks by in slow motion. Camera is in deep smit.
What group is she in?
They don't even think about a group. That's Bianca Stratford, a sophomore.
I burn. I pine. I perish.
Of course you do. You know she's beautiful and deep. Pure. Bianca walks with her friend Chastity, a cute and seemingly less loquacious version of herself.
Yep. See, there's a difference between like and love because I like Skechers, but I love my Prada.
But I love my Skechers.
That's because you don't have a Prada backpack.
Oh.
Listen, forget her. Incredibly uptight father, and it's a widely known fact that the Stratford sisters aren't allowed to date.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Interior English class day, a room full of bored seniors doodle and stare off into space. Mr. Morgan, an educated, no-nonsense man in his early 30s, presides.
Okay then, what did everyone think of The Sun Also Rises?
A girl raises her hand and offers her appraisal.
I loved it. It was so romantic.
Kat, the girl we saw as we entered the school, was wearing a camo top-in, preparation for her daily war against high school ignorance.
Romantic? Hemingway? He was just an abusive, misogynistic alcoholic who squandered half his life hanging around Picasso trying to nail his leftovers.
The other students roll their eyes. Joey Downer, a slicked back knockoff of Slater from Saved by the Bell, makes fun of her from his row.
As opposed to a bitter, self-righteous hag who has no friends?
A few giggles. Kat fumes from her seat without looking back.
Pipe down, Catchy.
I guess this is society being male and an asshole makes you worthy of our time. What about Sylvia Plath or Charlotte Bronte or Simone de Beauvoir?
Patrick suddenly steps in the classroom, late.
What did I miss?
The oppressive patriarchal values that dictate our education?
Good.
Hey! Mr. Morgan, is there any chance we could get Kat to take her Midol before she comes to class?
Tee, more snickers from the class.
Someday you're gonna be bitch slapped and I'm not gonna do a thing to stop it. And Kat, I want to thank you for your point of view.
She smiles to herself, her social indignation justified.
I know how difficult it must be for you to overcome all those years of your upper middle suburban oppression. It must be tough.
She deflates and becomes bitter again.
But the next time you storm around the PTA crusading for better lunch meat or whatever it is you white girls complain about, ask them why they can't buy a book written by a black man.
Two of the white Rasta kids from earlier take up his cry of inequality.
That's right, man.
Don't even get me started on you two.
They grumble apologetically and quickly shut up. Kat is fuming again.
Anything else?
Yeah, go to the office. You're pissing me off.
What? Mr. Morgan!
Later.
Kat gets up in a tiff and on her way out, hits Joey in the face with her books. Interior guidance counselor's office day. Miss Perky sits in front of her laptop composing her sleazy novel.
Undulating with desire, Adrian removes her crimson cape. Excitable, stiff, and Judith?
Judith appears at the door.
What's another word for engorged?
I'll look it up.
Okay.
Kat approaches the office and overhears Miss Perky searching for the right word.
Swollen, turgid.
Tumescent?
Perfect. So I hear you were terrorizing Mr. Morgan's class again?
Expressing my opinion is not a terrorist action.
The way you expressed your opinion to Bobby Ridgway? By the way, his testicle retrieval operation went quite well, in case you were interested.
I still maintain that he kicked himself in the balls.
The point is, Kat.
She suddenly makes the connection between Kat's name and the picture of a cat on her coffee mug. She finds it amusing and points to the mug.
Kat! People perceive you somewhat...
tempestuous?
Heinous bitch is the term used most often.
Kat is unflattered.
You might want to work on that. Thank you.
Kat rises from her chair.
As always, thank you for your excellent guidance. I'll let you get back to your Reginald's quivering member.
Kat leaves the office.
Quivering member. I like that.
Exterior school courtyard day. Joey and his cohort, a tough-looking kid, are standing around people watching. His cohort notices Bianca and Chastity entering the courtyard and calls Joey's attention to Bianca.
Virgin alert.
Joey turns to look at Bianca. The girls pass by, noticing Joey.
Looking good, ladies.
They're out of reach, even for you.
No one's out of reach for me.
You want to put money on that?
Money I've got. That's what I'm going to do for fun.
Across the way, Cameron and Michael have been watching Bianca and Cameron. Cameron notices Joey's admiration.
Who's that guy?
It's Joey Donner. He's a jerk off and a model.
He's a model?
A model, mostly regional stuff, but he's rumored to have a tube sock ad coming out.
Really?
Really? They have a laugh at Joey's expense. Cameron turns back to watch Bianca.
Man, look at her.
She always so vapid.
How can you say that? She's totally
Conceited.
What are you talking about? There's more to her than you think. I mean, look at the way she smiles. Look at her eyes, man. She's totally pure. I mean, you're missing what's there.
No, Cameron, no. What's there is a snooty little princess wearing a strategically planned sundress to make guys like us realize we can never touch her. And guys like, he looks around and notices Joey making his way towards the girls. Joey realizes that they want. She, my friend, is what we'll spend the rest of our lives not having. Put her in the spank bank. Move on.
No.
Move on.
No. You're wrong about her. I mean, not about spanking part, but the rest, you're wrong.
All right, I'm wrong. You want to take a shot? Be my guest. She's actually looking for a French tutor.
Are you serious? It's
Do you
perfect.
speak French? Do you speak French?
Well, no, but I will.
Exterior school parking lot day. Kat and Mandela, her best friend, beautiful and attired in quasi-Renaissance clothes, walk toward Kat's car. Joey pulls up beside them in his red sports car.
Hey, your little Rambo look is out, Kat. Didn't you read last month's Cosmo?
Run along.
She and Mandela continue walking. Further along, Bianca and Chastity are walking, embroiled in meaningful conversation.
I know you can be overwhelmed and you can be underwhelmed, but can you ever just be whelmed?
I think you can in Europe.
Joey pulls up alongside them.
Hey, ladies. Would you sweet young things like a ride?
They look at each other and immediately hop in, climbing over his upholstery.
Hey, careful on the leather.
Across the lot, Kat and Mandela watch this display from inside Kat's clunker.
That's a charming new development.
It's disgusting.
Meanwhile, Michael has mounted an old motorcycle equipped with a plastic dork basket on the handles. He jets a bit out of control and kills the engine in front of Kat's car. Pissed off, she shouts at the window.
Remove head from sphincter, then drive.
Michael regains control and pulls out of the way to where Cameron has been watching.
You all right?
Yeah, just a minor encounter with the shrew, your girlfriend's sister.
What? That's Bianca's sister?
The mewling Rampalian wretch herself. Stay cool, bro. He jets off at once again risks another collision and ends up flying right off the road and sliding halfway down a grassy hill. Recovering his composure, he realizes half the school is watching from the top of the hill. He raises his hands in the air and gives a victory yell, drawing cheers from the crowd. And then he falls down. Interior Stratford House Day, Walter Stratford, Kat and Bianca's overly protective father, an obstetrician enters through the front door, rifling through the mail.
Hello, Katerina. Make anyone cry today?
Sadly, no, but it's only 4:30.
Walter smiles proudly as Bianca walks in and kisses him on the cheek.
Hi, Daddy.
Hello, precious.
And where have you been?
Nowhere.
Walter, who hasn't raised his eyes from the mail, is inspecting a letter.
What's this? It says Sarah Lawrence.
Kat snatches it away from him and runs across the room in a flurry of excitement, tearing it open and reading the contents silently.
I got in! I got in!
Honey, that's great, but isn't Sarah Lawrence on the other side of the country?
That's the basis of its appeal.
Yeah, I thought you decided you were going to stay here and go to UW like me, be a husky.
He makes some inspiring growling noise.
No, you decided.
Okay, so you just pick up and leave, is that it?
Let's hope so.
Kat gives Bianca a spiteful look, then smiles sweetly.
Ask Bianca who drove her home.
Kat, don't change this up. Drove you home.
Bianca glares at Kat, then turns to Walter.
Now, don't get upset, Daddy, but there's this boy.
Who's a flaming imbecile.
Please.
And I think he might ask me.
I think I know what he's going to ask you, and I think you know the answer. No. It's always no. What are the house rules? 1, no dating till you graduate. 2, no dating till you graduate. That's it.
Daddy, that's so unfair.
All right, you want to know what's unfair? This is for you too. This morning I delivered a set of twins to a 15-year-old girl. Do you know what she told me?
I'm a crack whore who should have made my sleazy boyfriend wear a condom.
Walter pauses and thinks for a moment.
Close. But no. She said, I should have listened to my father.
She did not.
Well, that's what she would have said if she wasn't so doped up.
Can we focus on me for a second, please? I am the only girl in school who's not dating.
No, you're not. Your sister doesn't date.
And I don't intend to.
And why is that again?
Walter is pleased and points to Bianca, expecting Kat to justify it.
Have you seen the unwashed miscreants that go to our school?
Where did you come from, planet loser?
As opposed to planet, look at me, look at me.
Okay, here's how we solve this one. Old rule, out. New rule. Bianca can date.
Bianca lights up and Kat looks upset.
When she does.
But she's a mutant. What if she never dates?
And you'll never date. Oh, I like that. Oh, we'll talk about Sarah Lawrence later.
Fine.
Wait, Daddy.
I gotta go.
He goes.
Can't you find a sad enough retard to take you to the movies so I can have just one date?
I'm sorry. It looks like you'll just have to miss out on one whippy repartee of Joey Eat Meat on her.
You suck.
You suck.
Interior tutoring room day. Cameron sits at a table prepping for the French lesson he has scheduled with Bianca. Bianca arrives and plops down across from him.
Can we make this quick? Roxanne, Corinne, and Andrew Barrett are having an incredibly horrendous public breakup on the quad. Again.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought we'd start with pronunciation, if that's all right with you.
Not the hacking and gagging and spitting part. Please.
Well, there's an alternative. French food. We can eat some together. Saturday night.
You're asking me out? That's so cute. What's your name again?
Cameron, listen, I know that your dad doesn't let you date, but I thought if it was for French class, it...
Oh, wait a minute. Curtis.
Cameron.
My dad just came up with a new rule. I can date when my sister does.
You're kidding. Well, let me ask you, do you like sailing? Because I read about this place that rents out boats.
A Baku problem, Calvin. In case you haven't heard, my sisters are a particularly hideous breed of loser.
Yeah, I know she's a little antisocial. Why is that?
Unsolved mystery. She used to be really popular, and then it was like she got sick of it or something. There is a bet as to why, but I'm pretty sure she's just incapable of human interaction. Plus, she's a bitch.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure you know that there's lots of guys who wouldn't mind going out with a difficult woman. I mean, people jump out of airplanes, ski off cliffs. It'd be like extreme dating.
You think you could find someone that extreme?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
She reaches out and touches his arm.
Would you do that for me?
Well, yes. I mean, I can look into it.
Exterior, a stairwell on campus day. Michael leads Cameron down a set of concrete steps to a secret gathering of dating candidates for Kat. Now, I've gathered a group of guys. Couldn't be more perfect. Padua's finest. They entered a dank room wherein waits a very motley crew of the most unlikely specimens one would expect. Cameron shoots Michael an unsatisfied grimace.
Hi, how you doing? Would any of you be interested in dating Katerina Stratford?
What follows is a truncated interview process where each candidate in turn sits in the interview chair and gives his response.
Oh, I've never been that ripped.
Maybe if you were the last two people alive and there were no sheep. Are there sheep?
Interior biology class day. Several dissection charts of frog anatomy hang on the walls. The class is busy dissecting frogs. Michael and Cameron naturally are lab partners. Patrick and his punk friend Scurvy are hacking away at their own specimen behind them. Did I or did I not tell you it was pointless? No one will go out with her. Patrick pulls out a butterfly knife and impales his frog violently with it. Cameron has noticed the display.
Hey, what about him?
Him? No. Don't look at him, okay? He's a criminal. I heard he lit a state trooper on fire. He just did a year in San Quentin.
Yeah, well, then at least he's horny.
I'm serious, man. He's whacked. He sold his own liver on the black market for a few new set of speakers. Patrick has taken out a cigarette, but just as he lights it on the Bunsen burner, Scurvy seizes it and snuffs it out. Frustrated, Patrick plays with the Bunsen burner instead.
He's our guy.
Patrick notices them watching him and they quickly turn away. Interior woodshop day. Boys and a few stray girls nail their pieces of wood. Cameron and Michael enter and Cameron approaches Patrick optimistically.
Hi, how you doing? Listen,
In response, Patrick brandishes a loud power tool and drills a hole in the middle of Cameron's beloved French book.
Okay, later then.
Interior hallway day. Michael is staring through the new window in Cameron's French book. How do we get him to date Kat?
I don't know. I mean, we can pay him, but we don't have any money.
Yeah, well, what we need is a backer.
What's that?
Someone with money who's stupid. They both look pensive. Interior cafeteria day. Joey and his pal sit at the table while Joey draws a pair of boobs on cafeteria tray with a magic marker.
Oh, yeah.
Michael walks up and sits at the table, casual as can be. Is that peach fruit roll-up? Because you don't see that. You don't see many. Joey's friend grabs his wrist as he reaches up for the roll-up. Okay, yeah, all right. His wrist is released as he withdraws his hand.
Are you lost?
No, actually, I just came by to chat.
We don't chat.
Well, actually, I thought I'd run an idea by you just to see if you're interested.
I'm not.
Well, hear me out now. Joey grabs Michael by the side of the head and proceeds to draw a penis on his cheek with the magic marker. Michael suffers the indignity and speaks undaunted. You want Bianca, right? But she can't go out with you because her sister is this insane head case and no one will go out with her, right?
Does this conversation have a purpose?
What I think you need to do is you need to hire a guy who'll go out with her, someone who doesn't scare so easy. Michael points to Patrick, who sits with Scurvy. Patrick spits a stone from a piece of fruit at his tray.
That guy? I heard he ate a live duck once.
Everything but the beak and the feet. Clearly, he's a sold investment. Joey turns to look at Michael.
It's in it for you.
Hey, I'm walking down the hall and say hello to you. You say hello to me.
Yeah, I get it. You're cool by association. I'll think about it.
Michael looks pleased and bobs his head as if grooving to music.
Oh, we're done now.
Yeah. He gets up and walks to the back of the room where Cameron waits anxiously.
What are you doing getting him involved?
Relax now, relax. We let him pretend he's calling the shots while he's setting things up. You have the time with Bianca.
That is a good idea.
Cameron leaves. Exterior, a hill overlooking the stadium day. Bogey Lowenstein has gathered his club of future yuppies for a golf lesson.
Now remember, guys, grip it and rip it.
He hits the golf ball down into the stadium field where it is collected by a kid holding a basket of balls. The field is filled with students exercising. The women's soccer team is practicing. Joey makes his way towards Patrick, who is sitting with scurvy and smoking.
Hey, how you doing?
Patrick ignores him completely.
You know, I had some great duck last night.
Do I know you?
See that girl?
He turns to see Kat playing soccer on the field.
Yeah.
That's Kat Stratford. I want you to go out with her.
Yeah, sure, Sparky.
He and Scurvy laugh at the idea.
Look, I can't take out her sister until Kat starts dating. You see, your dad's whacked out. She's got this rule where the girls...
That's a touching story. It really is not my problem.
Would you be willing to make it your problem if I provide general compensation?
Let me get this straight. You're going to pay me to take out some chick?
Mm-hmm.
How much?
$20.
Patrick turns to have another look at Kat. She violently body checks another girl and knocks her down.
Fine, 30.
Huh. Well, let's think about this. We go to the movies, that's $15. We got popcorn, that's 53. And she'll want Raisinets, right? So we're looking at $75.
This isn't a negotiation. Take it or leave it, Trailer Park.
$50. We've got $50 and we've got a deal, Fabio.
Joey hands him $50. Exterior soccer field day. Kat and the rest of the team complete their practice session. Mr. Chapin, the coach, calls the girls in over his megaphone.
Great practice, everybody.
Patrick snuffs out a cigarette and approaches Kat.
Hey there, girlie. How you doing?
Sweating like a pig, actually. And yourself?
Now there's a way to get a guy's attention, huh?
My mission in life.
She stands there undaunted, hand on hip.
But obviously, I've struck your fancy. You see, it worked. The world makes sense again.
She walks away. He follows.
Pick you up on Friday then?
Oh, right. Friday. Uh-huh. Yeah.
The night I take you to places you've never been before.
Like where? The 7-Eleven on Broadway? Do you even know my name, Screwboy?
I know a lot more than you think.
Doubtful. Very doubtful.
She walks away quickly, leaving him standing alone. Across the field, Cameron and Michael watch.
We are screwed.
Hey, I don't want to hear that defeatist attitude. I want to hear you upbeat.
We are screwed.
There you go. As they watch, the coach gets hit with a golf ball and falls to the ground. We cut back to Bogey and his group of NBA nerds.
Run, Bogey.
Bogey is motionless, a super cheese smile glued to his face. Interior Stratford house, bathroom night. Kat washes her face at the sink. Bianca enters behind her.
Have you ever considered a new look? I mean, seriously, you could have some definite potential buried under all this hostility.
I'm not hostile. I'm annoyed.
Why don't you try being nice? People wouldn't know what to think.
You forget. I don't care what people think.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. And you don't always have to be who they want you to be, you know.
I happen to like being adored, thank you.
Where'd you get the pearls?
Your mom's.
And you've been what, hiding them for 3 years?
No, Daddy found them in the drawer last week.
So you're just gonna start wearing them now?
It's not like she's coming back to claim them. And besides, they look good on me.
Trust me, they don't.
Exterior downtown street day. Kat emerges from a store. Patrick is waiting for her, leaning casually against her front fender.
Nice ride. Vintage fenders?
Are you following me?
I was in the laundromat. I saw your car. I came over to say hi.
Hi.
She moves to open the door, but he slides over and blocks her way.
Not a big talker, huh?
Depends on the topic. My fenders don't really whip me into a viral frenzy.
You're not afraid of me, are you?
Afraid of you? Why would I be afraid of you?
Well, most people are.
Well, I'm not.
Well, maybe you're not afraid of me, but I'm sure you thought about me naked, right?
He gives her a knowing wink.
Am I that transparent? I want you. I need you. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
She opens the door and forces him out of the way. She starts to pull out and is blocked by Joey's sports car, which pulls up perpendicular to her rear and parks. Joey emerges and heads for the stores.
What is it, asshole day? Hey, you, do you mind?
Not at all.
He continues on into the store. Kat stares at him in disbelief, then backs up fast. Her vintage fenders crash into the door of Joey's precious ego-mobile. Patrick watches with a delighted grin as Joey races back to his car.
You bitch!
Kat watches with an innocent look of surprise.
Oops.
Interior Stratford house night. Walter paces as Kat sits calmly on the couch.
Whoops. My insurance does not cover PMS.
Well, then tell them I had a seizure.
Is this about Sarah Lawrence? Are you punishing me because I want you to stay close to home?
Aren't you punishing me because mom left?
You think you could leave her out of this?
Fine, then stop making my decisions for me.
I'm your father, that's my right.
So what I want doesn't matter?
You're 18, you don't know what you want. And if you think you know, you won't know what you want until you're 45. And even if you get it, you're gonna be too old to use it.
I want to go to an East Coast school, and I want you to trust me and make my own choices. And I want you to stop trying to control my life just because you can't control yours.
Oh yeah? Well, you know what I want.
Beep, beep. Walter's beeper goes off.
We'll continue this later.
Can't wait.
She heads out of the room and is intercepted by Bianca, who's just off the phone.
Did you just maim Joey's car?
Yeah, looks like you're going to have to take the bus.
Has the fact that you're completely psycho managed to escape your attention?
Kat walks away.
Daddy!
Interior hallway day. Patrick shuts his locker, revealing Joey's angry visage, glowering. He looks good.
When I shell out 50, I expect results.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Watching that bitch violate my car doesn't count as a date. Look, if you don't get any, I don't get any. So go get some.
Joey starts to walk off.
I just upped my price.
What?
$100 a date. In advance.
Forget it.
Forget her sister then.
Joey thinks for a frustrated minute, then peels another 50 out of his wallet.
Better hope you're as smooth as you think you are, Verona.
Patrick takes the money with a smile. Interior shop class day. Michael and Cameron enter the class. Scurvy brushes by them.
Go.
No, you go.
I went before.
Cameron makes his way to where Patrick is working at the buffer.
We know that what you're trying to do with Kat Stratford.
Is that right? And what do you plan to do about it?
Help you out.
What's that?
The situation is my man Cameron here has a Major Jones for Bianca Stratford.
What is it with this chick? Does she have beer-flavored nipples?
Hey!
I think I speak correctly when I say that Cameron's love is pure. Purer than, say, Joey Donner's.
Look, I'm in on this for the cash. Donna can plow whoever he wants.
Okay. There will be no plowing.
Patrick, Pat, let me explain something to you here. We set this whole thing up so Cameron can get the girl. Cameron, Joey's just a pawn.
So you two are going to help me tame the wild beast.
We'll do some research. We'll find out what she likes. We're your guys.
And he means that in a strictly non-prison movie type of way.
Let's start here. Now, Friday night, Bogey Lowenstein is having a party. It's the perfect opportunity.
Opportunity for what?
For you to take out Kat.
I'll think about it.
He walks away, leaving Michael and Cameron grinning at each other. And now for a little payback. This is going to be some party. Close up on a party invitation Michael holds up. It advertised a wine and cheese party. Transition, the words wine and cheese are replaced by free beer. Don't call and just show up are printed at the bottom next to Bogey's address in Seattle. Let's do this. Slow motion shot of them dumping a pile of flyers down the school stairwell. Students' hands reach out and grab them as they fall. Interior hallway day, Joey stands at his open locker with Bianca.
Okay, now this is important. Which do you like better?
He holds up two identical glamour model photos. In one, he's wearing a white shirt. In the other, he's wearing a black shirt.
I think I like the white shirt better.
Joey nods thoughtfully.
Yeah, it's more,
Pensive?
damn, I was going for thoughtful. So you going to Bogey Lowenbrow's thing on Friday night?
Yeah, I might.
He gives her his best flirtatious smile.
Good. Because I'm not going to bother if you won't be there.
Ring, the bell, the class bell rings.
See you there.
Okay.
Bye.
She walks away. He turns to a mirror hanging in his locker and winks at himself, then unhappily adjusts an out-of-place hair. Exterior under a bridge day, Bianca and Cameron on a nice walk together. No one else is around.
So, have you heard about Bogey Lowenstein's party?
Yes, I really, really, really want to go, but I can't. Not unless my sister does.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on that. But so far, she's not going for my guy.
He fishes for some information.
She's not a...
Katie Lang fan? No. I found a picture of Jared Leto in her drawer once, so I'm pretty sure she's not harboring same-sex tendencies.
Okay, so that's the kind of guy she likes. Pretty guys.
I don't know. All I've ever heard her say is that she'd die before dating a guy that smokes.
Okay, all right. What else?
You're asking me to investigate the inner workings of my sister's twisted mind? I don't think so.
Well, nothing else has worked. I mean, we need to go behind enemy lines here.
Interior Kat's bedroom day. Bianca rifles through Kat's drawers while Cameron watches with notable interest.
Okay, here we go.
She names off pertinent discoveries. She hands them to Cameron.
Class schedule, reading list, date book, coffee tickets, concert tickets. Aha! Black panties.
What does that tell us?
She wants to have sex someday, that's what.
She could just like the color.
You don't buy black lingerie unless you want someone to see it.
Oh, so can I see your room?
No, a girl's room is very personal.
Oh.
Exterior biker bar night. Michael and Cameron arrive on Michael's dumpy motorbike and park next to a hardcore-looking cat on a heavy bike.
Nice bike.
Yeah? You think so? The biker roars off without answering. Interior biker bar night. Michael and Cameron make their way through the it's a saloon who watch them and wonder.
Wow. Is this what a bar looks like?
Don't touch anything. You may get hepatitis. They head toward Patrick, who plays pool by himself. As they pass another table, Michael picks up the 8-ball, ruining the game-winning shot a tough guy is making, and tosses it back onto the table without realizing what he's done.
So what have you got for me?
A little insight into a very complicated girl.
Just one question before we start. Should you be drinking alcohol when you don't have a liver?
What?
Nothing. Nothing.
First thing, Cat hates smokers.
Cameron plucks the cigarette out of Patrick's fingers and drops it on the floor. Patrick is not pleased.
So you're telling me I'm a non-smoker?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
just for now.
And there's another problem. Yanka said that Cat likes pretty guys.
This is met with silence. Then
Are you telling me I'm not a pretty guy?
he's very pretty. He's a gorgeous guy.
I wasn't sure. I didn't know.
Cameron pulls out a list of information.
All right. Okay. Likes Thai food, feminist prose, and angry girl music of the indie rock persuasion. And here's a list of CDs that she has in her room.
So I'm supposed to buy her some noodles and a book and sit around listening to chicks who can't play their instruments, right?
Have you ever been to Club Skunk?
Her favorite band is playing there tomorrow night.
I can't be seen at Club Skunk, all right?
But she'll be there. She's got tickets.
Just to sail your ears for one night.
She has a pair of black underwear, if that helps.
Couldn't hurt, right? Interior Club Skunk Night. Patrick walks down the hallway toward the stage and is eyed suspiciously by various girls in the hall. He enters, searches the crowd, and finds Kat dancing with Mandela. He sits at the bar.
Verona, what are you doing here tonight?
Kat stops dancing and shouts at her friends.
I need agua.
She heads for the bar.
2 waters.
She spots Patrick ignoring her and looks disgusted.
If you're planning on asking me out again, you might as well just get over with it or get it over with.
Would you mind? You're kind of ruining this for me.
You're not surrounded by your usual cloud of smoke.
I know. I quit. Apparently they're bad for you.
You did?
You know, these guys are no bikini kill or raincoats, but they're not bad.
He stands and heads into the crowd. Stunned for a moment, Kat rushes after.
You know who the raincoats are.
Why don't you? I was watching you out there before.
The song ends and there's a moment of silence in the club as he continues to use his loud club volume voice.
I've never seen you look so sexy.
The crowd hears him clearly and laughs. He grins with embarrassment.
Come to Bogey's party with me.
You never give up, do you?
She begins to walk away through the crowd.
Was that a yes?
No.
What was that a no?
No.
I'll see you at 9:30 then.
Interior Stratford living room night. Bianca and Chastity are dolled up in party clothes and are attempting to sneak down the stairs and out the door. Walter is reading the paper, facing the opposite direction.
Should have used the window.
She pretends everything is normal.
Hey, Daddy.
Hi, where are we going?
Well, if you must know, a small study group of friends.
Otherwise known as an orgy?
Mr. Stratford, it's just a party.
And hell is just a sauna.
Kat comes walking down the stairs, oblivious of what's going on. Walter directs his attention towards Kat.
You know about a party?
Kat shrugs and shakes her head.
Bianca.
I said it. People expect me to be there. I said it.
Oh.
Kat's not going, you're not going.
Bianca turns to Kat.
Why can't you be normal?
Define normal.
Bogey Lowenstein's party is normal.
What's a Bogey Lowenstein?
Bogey's party is just a lame excuse for all the idiots in our school to drink beer and rub up against each other in hopes of distracting themselves from pathetic emptiness of their...
Cassidy and Bianca are familiar with this old rant and chime in to finish her sentence for her.
Meaningless
consumer-driven
lives.
Kat stops short. Surprised, she's become so predictable.
Can you, for just one night, forget that you're completely wretched and be my sister? Please, please? Come on, Kat, please do this for me.
She's very sincere. Kat is swayed.
Fine, I'll make an appearance.
Bianca and Chastity look at each other, thrilled, and burst into gleeful screams, hugging Kat from either side.
It's starting.
It's just a party, Daddy.
Walter looks dazed.
I want you to wear the belly.
Daddy, no.
Not all night, just around the living room for a minute so you can understand the full weight of your decisions.
He rushes to a cupboard and pulls out a padded faux pregnancy jacket. Bianca limply holds out her arms in defeat. He hangs it on her.
I am perfectly aware.
Listen to me. Every time you even think about kissing a boy, I want you to picture wearing this under your halter top.
You are so completely unbalanced.
Uh-huh.
We're going now.
All right, wait a minute. No drinking, no drugs, no kissing, no tattoos, no piercings, no ritual animal slaughters of any kind. Oh God, I'm giving them ideas.
Kat opens the door and there stands Patrick.
What are you doing here?
Dirty, right?
Kat's in shock.
I'm early.
Whatever, I'm driving.
He peeks in behind her.
We knocked up your sister.
Interior Michael's house night. Cameron and Michael are preparing to go to the party. Michael employs a variety of questionable beautification techniques.
So then Bianca says that I was right, that she didn't wear any kind of Coles with that dress because she thought it was mixing genres, right? And the fact that I noticed, and this is a direct quote, really meant something.
Cameron looks at Michael expecting. You told me that part already.
I've been thinking about it all the time.
Stop being so self-involved for a minute. How do I look?
Look like my great uncle Milton.
You think I should lose the tie?
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. I'm just so nervous, you know? I'm also very excited. I'm nervous and I'm excited. It's all very mixed up. I don't know.
Okay, all right, just calm down, all right?
The party I went to was at Chuck E. Cheese. You want to talk about some fun? That's a good time. Exterior Bogey Lowenstein's house night. A huge pack of partygoers carrying kegs and ready to have some fun charge through the night like hungry wolves, descending on Bogey's well-lit upscale suburban home. Interior Bogey Lowenstein's house night. Bogey, the leader of the future MBAs, plays the host to some stiff-looking kids arranged on some flowery sofas in a very expensive-looking den. He hands out cigars proudly.
Now remember, guys, don't touch anything.
He spots one of his guests fondling a crystal vase and seizes it.
Oh, wait, what did I tell you?
He puts it back where it came from as the doorbell rings. He lights up and heads for the door.
Ah, that must be Nigel with the brie.
Before he gets to the door, the room is stampeded with partiers. Within seconds, the house is filled to capacity. A DJ is suddenly spinning and booze is everywhere. Interior upstairs, balcony Bogey's night. Michael drifts through an archway with a beer in his hand and beelines for a busty blonde. You know, I'm thinking about getting a Tercel. It's a Toyota. She winces and she and her friends start to walk away. It has a dual-side airbag and a spacious back seat. Across the way, Kat and Patrick come up the stairs to the balcony. Patrick encounters a very drunk and happy girl.
Kiss me.
She embraces him and he turns her around and nudges her into the arms of a lonely guy on a chair.
Kiss him.
She immediately falls upon the lucky guy's lips. He manages to tear himself away for a moment as Patrick passes.
Hey, thanks, man.
In doing so, he forgets about the girl and drops her on the ground. Meanwhile, Kat has made her way into the next room where she is met by Joey.
Sweet. Looking fresh tonight, pussycat.
Kat gives him a dark look and then stops and points at his forehead.
Wait, was that? Oh my God. Did your hairline just recede?
He's flustered for a moment. When he recovers, she's already walking away.
Hey, where you going?
Away?
Your sister here?
Stay away from my sister.
Oh, I'll stay away from your sister, but I can't guarantee she'll stay away from me.
A ruckus sounds from the next room, and a jock jumps in next to them.
Fight!
Oh, fight!
He and the jock run off to watch. Two guys are slugging it out in the den. Bogey watches in horror.
You guys, please take it outside.
They wrestle and crash through the bay window onto the grass outside.
Thank you.
Kat pushes through the gathered crowd to get away and encounters Joey with Bianca on his arm.
Hey, Kat, look who found me.
Bianca,
Joey.
wait.
Please don't address me in public.
No, wait, there's something I need to tell you.
Look, I am busy enjoying my adolescence, so scamper off and do the same.
Bye-bye.
They leave a dejected Kat behind. A guy with a tray of shots sidles up next to Kat.
Want one?
Patrick appears behind her as she snatches a shot and downs it with a grimace of intense discomfort.
This.
Right on, sister.
I'm looking all over the place for you.
I'm getting trashed, man. Isn't that what you're supposed to do at a party?
I don't know. I say do what you want to do.
Funny. You're the only one. Later.
He pushes away into the crowd. Interior Bogey's living room night. Michael spots another pair of girls and tries his luck again. He does a weak impression of the Irish jig. Lords of the dance. Hi, Heather.
Fight me.
Should have kept the tie. Cameron comes up behind him.
Hey, have you seen her around anywhere?
Michael spots Bianca and Chastity coming down the stairs and points Cameron in her direction. Relax, I'm telling you. Follow the love, man. Cameron walks over to the girls.
Hi, Bianca.
Oh, hi, Cameron. Chastity?
A bit uncomfortable, she pushes Chastity between them.
Yeah, I think we have art together, right?
Great.
So, you really look amazing.
Chastity shows pitiable disdain at his obvious past.
Thanks.
Joey comes down the stairs and has overheard Cameron's compliment. Chastity looks him up and down approvingly.
We all know I look amazing.
They giggle.
Bianca, let's go. We're all congregating around Mr. Cuervo.
I'll see you around, okay?
Joey and the girls walk away as Cameron stares in disbelief. Joey looks back just long enough to flash him a thumbs up. Cameron is crushed. Interior, a room, Bogey's house, night. Bianca walks next to Joey as he blathers about modeling.
Yeah, I got the Sears catalog thing going. Oh, and the tube sock thing. That's going to be huge.
He pauses as someone screams and falls off the roof outside the window.
Oh, and I'm up for a hemorrhoid cream ad next week.
Bianca looks truly offended.
I know it sounds bogus, but hey, let's do some acting.
He pauses again, this time to place his empty can of Budweiser atop a large beer can pyramid. He then strikes a pose. Bianca is not watching.
You see what I did there?
Uh-huh.
That was underwear. I'll show you a bathing suit next.
It's exactly the same.
Okay, see the difference?
She turns away, looking disgusted again. He notices her lack of interest and takes it in stride, turning immediately to someone behind him.
Okay, I'll show you.
Bianca uses the opportunity to slip away. Interior, Bogey's dead night. A cowboy sits with another kid chewing tobacco. He unloads a mouthful of it into a nice crystal vase. Bogey takes the vase from them and moans woefully. Bianca passes, searching the crowd, and spots Joey through an archway, striking poses for a crowd. She turns away and faces Cameron, who is obviously not happy with the evening's turn of events. Bianca decided to avoid the inevitable conflict and pulls Chastity in the opposite direction.
Is it just me, or does this party all of a sudden suck?
They walk away. Cameron looks sour. Interior, Bogey's kitchen night. Patrick is searching for Kat. He passes the drunk girl and lucky guy from earlier, and the guy grabs his shirt.
Really, thank you.
Patrick gives him a pat on the shoulder and moves on. He spots Kat, who's already very drunk, standing with a fresh shot in her hand. Patrick tries to remove a shot glass from Kat's hand.
Hey, why don't you let me have this one, all right?
Kat is fierce in her refusal and pulls the shot away.
No, this one's mine.
She rushes off. Joey enters, grabbing Patrick by the shoulder, distracting him from following Kat.
Man, how did you get her to do it?
Do what?
Act like a human.
They both notice Kat has climbed up on a table in the next room and is dancing. Joey is very pleased and rushes to watch.
Yeah, all right.
Others form a crowd, clapping and cheering her on. Bianca sees her from the balcony and rushes off. Kat completes her dance by falling off the table. Patrick catches her.
You okay?
Fine.
He tries to sit up, but falls back again.
You're not fine. Come on.
He helps her to walk away from the table and down the hall.
I just need to lie down somewhere.
You lie down and you'll go to sleep.
Sleep is good.
Yeah, well, not if you have a concussion.
Exterior, Bogey's house night. A few partygoers stand around as Patrick guides her toward a stone bench.
Come on, here. Sit down. Sit.
Patrick sits Kat down. Cameron comes up next to him.
Hey, we need to talk.
I'm a little busy right now.
Can you give me a second?
Patrick steps aside with him.
It's off, okay? Whole thing's off.
What are you talking about?
She never wanted me. She wanted Joey the whole time.
Patrick does not have the time for this.
Cameron, you like the girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, and is she worth all this trouble?
Well, I thought she was, but,
Well, she is or she isn't. See, first of all, Joey is not half the man you are. Secondly, don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. Go for it.
Kat begins to fall off the bench and Patrick catches her again. He stands her up and they walk away.
Well, come on.
Patrick continues walking, an oblivious Kat away from the party. Cameron stands there, unsure how to make use of this advice. Exterior, the street outside Bogey's house night. Patrick marches Kat down the street, holding her up. They head up a hill.
You're so patronizing.
Leave it to you to use big words when you're smashed.
Pushes his arm off and tries to walk on her own.
I don't think so.
He falls down and stands back up again.
Okay.
Why are you doing this?
I told you. You may have a concussion.
I don't care if I never wake up.
Sure I did.
Why?
They reach a set of 2 swings hedged by ivy and stop.
Well, then because I'd have to start taking out girls who actually like me.
Like you could find one.
See that there? Who needs affection when I have blind hatred?
Let me sit down for a while.
She walks over to the swings and plops down, moving her hands to hang onto the ropes. She sits and looks at him for a moment with a smile, then falls over backward just in time to be caught again.
Jesus!
Patrick sits on the other swing.
So why'd you let him get to you?
Who?
Joey?
I hate him.
Well, you've chosen the perfect revenge, mainlining tequila.
They both laugh.
Well, you know what they say.
He stops the swing.
No, what do they say?
Kat is asleep, her head resting against the swing's rope. He's concerned about her falling asleep with a possible concussion.
No, Kat, come on, wake up, come on. Look at me, listen to me. Kat, open your eyes.
He lightly slaps her and she slowly opens her eyes.
Hey, your eyes have a little green in them.
He sighs with relief and smiles. They make meaningful eye contact. And she then vomits at his feet. Exterior, Bogey Lowenstein's driveway night. Kids loiter outside. Bianca and Chesty are waiting.
No, we should go.
Joey comes up to them.
Hey, a bunch of us are going over to Jarrett's house. Ready?
I have to be home in 20 minutes.
You know, I don't have to be home until 2, so.
One more chance.
Oh man, I can't. Damn.
That's a shame. Well,
You want to go?
sure.
Chastity.
Hey, you passed.
Chesty leaves with Joey. Cameron exits the party and stops when he sees Bianca standing alone.
Hey, have fun tonight.
Tons.
He starts to walk on.
Cameron,
He stops. She gives him a helpless smile.
do you think you could give me a ride home?
He stops, facing away from her. He looks very put out. Interior Kat's car night. Patrick drives as Kat sits in the passenger seat. She listens to the stereo.
We should do this.
Do what?
This.
She points to the radio.
Start a band?
No, install car stereos. Yes, start a band. My father would love that.
Patrick pulls up to her house and he stops the car.
You don't strike me as a type that would ask your father's permission.
She turns to
Oh, so you think you know me?
Getting there.
her voice loses its venom.
The only thing people know about me is that I'm scary.
Yeah, well, no picnic myself.
They eye each other, sharing a moment of connection.
So what's up with your dad? Is he a pain in the ass?
No, he just wants to be someone I'm not.
Who?
Bianca.
Ah, Bianca. No offense or anything. I mean, I know everyone digs your sister, but she's without.
Kat stares at him with new admiration.
You know, you're not as vile as I thought you were.
She leans drunkenly toward him. Their faces grow closer as if they're about to kiss, and then Patrick pulls away.
Maybe we should do this another time.
Kat stares at him, pissed, then gets out of the car and stomps off. Cameron's car night. Bianca and Cameron ride in silence. He pulls up in front of her house and finally breaks it.
You never wanted to go sailing with me, did you?
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Well, okay. No, not actually.
Well, then that's all you have to say. You always been this selfish?
Bianca thinks for a second.
Yes?
You know, just because you're beautiful doesn't mean you can treat people like they don't matter. I mean, I really like you. Okay, I defended you when people called you conceited. I helped you when you asked me to. I learned French for you. And then you just blew me off.
She looks at him for a moment, then grabs his face and gives him a kiss on the lips. He is stunned. She smiles, then gets out of the car without another word. Cameron looks as though he's just been told he's inherited $1 billion as she turns, smiles, and walks away.
And back in the game.
Interior English class day. Kat enters the class. Derek, a white Rasta, pokes fun at her for dancing at the party the night before.
Got me, lady. You sway to the rhythm of the art.
Clem, a cowboy, chimes in as she makes her way to her seat.
Dance for me, cowgirl.
Cat, babe, what do we owe you for the table dance?
All right. Not that I care about. How was everybody's weekend?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we should ask Cat.
Unless she's kicked the crap out of your dumb butt, I don't want to hear about it. Okay, let's open our books to page 73, sonnet 141, and listen up.
He quotes from Shakespeare's sonnet with a modern rapper lilt.
In faith, I do not love thee with mine eyes, for thee 1,000 errors note, but 'tis my heart loves in thy despite, whose in despite of you is pleased to dot. Now, I know Shakespeare is a dead white guy, but he knows his shit, so we can overlook that. I know you all want to write your own. I want you to all write your own version of this sonnet.
The class groans in disapproval. Kat raises her hand. Mr. Morgan is unpleased. He's obviously accustomed to her opposition.
Yes, miss, I have an opinion about everything.
Do you want this in iambic pentameter?
You're not going to fight me on this?
No, I think it's a really good assignment.
You're just messing with me, aren't you?
No, I'm really looking forward to writing it.
Get out of my class.
What?
Out. Get out.
She looks confused. She slowly rises and leaves.
Thanks, Mr. Morgan.
Shut up.
Interior hallway day. Mandela's at her locker, drawings of William Shakespeare adorn the door. Michael walks up. Hey, that's a cool picture. What's the collar for? Is it to keep him from licking his stitches? He laughs at his own joke, then notices her lack of amusement. Kidding. No, because I know you're a fan of Shakespeare.
More than a fan. We're involved.
Okay. She continues to ignore him. Who could refrain that had a heart to love in that heart?
Courage to make love known.
Michael thinks for a minute. Macbeth, right?
Right.
So listen, I have this friend. Exterior soccer field day. Cameron sits next to Patrick on the bleachers as they watch the girls practice.
What did you do to her?
I didn't do anything. Would have been too drunk to remember.
But the plan was working.
Why do you care? I thought you wanted out.
Yeah, well, I did, but that was until she kissed me.
Where?
In the car.
Michael is jogging up to them from across the jogging track. As he crosses it, he is nearly run over by two joggers. Sorry.
Dweeb putz.
I'm sorry. He sits with Cameron and Patrick. All right, I talked to her. I got the scoop.
What did she say?
Hates him with the fire of 1,000 suns. That's a direct quote.
Thanks, Malcolm. That's very comforting of you.
We don't know. She could just need a day to cool off.
Soccer ball flies past them from the field, narrowly missing their heads. Kat stands menacingly glaring at them.
Maybe two.
Interior school courtyard day. Kat and Mandela walk. Kat sees a prom flyer and tears it down as the flyer posting girl watches.
Hey.
Kat doesn't hear her and just keeps walking.
You imagine who would go to that antiquated mating ritual?
I would. I don't have a date.
Do you really want to get all dressed up so some Drakkar Noir wearing Dexter with a boner who could feel you up while you're forced to listen to a band that by definition sucks?
All right. We won't go. It's not like I got a dress anyway.
You're looking at this from entirely the wrong perspective. We're making a statement.
Oh, goody. Something new and different for us.
Exterior archery field day. Mr. Chapin instructs as boys and girls shoot arrows at targets. Joey swaggers up to Bianca, who's taking careful aim.
Hey there, Cupid.
Hi, Joey.
You're concentrating awful hard considering it's gym class.
She turns to look at him and releases the arrow at an angle. A cry is heard off camera. Bianca clearly isn't interested in talking to Joey.
Can I help you?
I want to talk to you about prom.
Look, you know the deal. I can't go if Kat doesn't go.
In the background, Mr. Chapin crumbles to the ground with an arrow sticking out of his rear end. Chastity scurries over to help him.
Your sister's going.
Bianca looks at him surprised.
Since when?
Oh, let's just say I'm taking care of it.
Joey takes an arrow and hands it to her as he walks away. Interior hallway day, Joey hands two $100 bills to Patrick.
Here. This should take care of the flowers, the limo, the tux, everything. Just make sure she gets to the dance.
Patrick's conscience seems to be bothering him.
You know what? I'm sick of playing your little game.
He hands back the cash. Joey reaches into his pocket again and looks around.
Say 300.
Patrick looks a bit tortured, but eventually takes the money. Interior guitar store day. Kat is playing a guitar with headphones on. Patrick comes up behind her, then decides to leave her alone. Interior bookstore day. Patrick scans the store for Kat, sees her, and follows her from the next row of books. When they reach the end of the aisle, he confronts her.
Excuse me, have you seen the Feminine Mystique? I've lost my copy.
What are you doing here?
There was a poetry reading.
You're so
Charming?
She turns and begins to walk away.
Wholesome.
unwelcome.
You're not as mean as you think you are, you know what? You know that?
And you're not as badass as you think you are.
Ooh, someone still has their panties in a twist.
Oh, don't think for 1 minute that you had any effect whatsoever on my panties.
And what did I have an effect on?
Other than my upchuck reflex, nothing.
She heads for the door and hands him a copy of The Feminine Mystique. She leaves. Interior cafeteria day, Cameron and Michael flank Patrick as he piles food onto his tray.
You're right, she's still pissed.
Sweet love, renigh thy force.
Hey man, don't say shit like that to me. People can hear you.
Look, you embarrass a girl. Sacrifice yourself on the altar of dignity, even the score.
Patrick scowls and walks away. Listen, don't say that shit like that to him. People can hear you. Interior hallway day, Patrick hands a wad of cash to a pudgy kid and smiles. Interior field announcer's booth day. Pair of hands are scanning the controls for the school stadium's audio setup. One hand holds a cordless microphone. The other turns up the volume on a switch labeled Field Mic Announce. Exterior the bleachers day, looking down on the field where the girls are practicing soccer. Patrick stands atop the bleachers with a microphone in his hand and begins to sing an old love song to Kat.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived. And thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
He completes the first verse as everyone watches, then gives a signal to the pudgy kid who met in the hall earlier. The kid is the leader of the school marching band, which then chimes in and begins playing the music for the song.
Love you, baby, and it's not alright. I need you, baby, to warm the lonely night. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say.
Kat is thrilled. Patrick continues singing and dancing around the bleachers until two cops arrive. They grab him as the soccer team applauds his performance. He breaks free and continues hamming up, spanks an officer's bum as he passes, then runs away. Kat is obviously flattered. Interior detention hall day. Patrick and several other miscreants sit quietly mulling over their misfortune as Mr. Chapin presides. Mr. Chapin tries to sit on the edge of the desk, grimaces in pain from his arrow wound, and someone in the classroom giggles.
You look pretty nervous.
Yes, sir.
You're sweating like a pig.
Yes, sir.
Your eyes are all bloodshot.
Yes, sir.
You've got pot, don't you?
Stoner kid hands him a bag of weed.
I'm confiscating this.
He turns around and sees a bag of Cheetos on another kid's desk, which he also takes, revealing possible future plans for his contraband.
This too.
Kat suddenly enters the room and approaches Mr. Chapin. Patrick looks up and sees her.
Sir, I have some ideas how we can help improve the soccer team.
Great. Let's talk about it later.
He turns away and she uses the opportunity to motion to Patrick.
The window. As you know, we have a really big game with Hillcrest.
Patrick runs for the side of the room as she distracts Mr. Chapin. Mr. Chapin begins to turn, but she grabs his arm to stop him.
Your bicep is huge. Oh my God. The other one's even bigger. You don't take steroids, do you? Because I've heard that steroids can severely disintegrate your package.
The class murmurs, including an inexplicable older balding guy in the back row who seems to be a badly cast extra.
That's not the point.
Let's hope not.
He hears Patrick make a creaking noise and tries to turn. She stops him.
The point is, they kick our butts every year. And I was thinking, I devised a plan that would enable us to finally defeat them.
Which is?
Patrick is sneaking toward the window before him next to a big sign that reads, "All's quiet on the Western Front."
The thing you taught us.
What thing?
Misdirection.
I taught you that?
Yeah, you or Siegfried or Roy. Anyway, that's not important.
He tries to turn again. She grabs his chin to stop him.
Think about it. They're looking left while we're running right, and we score.
Kat starts to panic as Patrick has yet to make it to the window.
Okay, but how do we get him to look left?
Like this.
She lifts her shirt up just long enough for Patrick to escape. The miscreants cheer for both the daring escape and the flash of skin.
Okay, well, now that you've seen the plan, I'm gonna go show the plan to someone else. Okay.
She walks away as the classroom applauds. Exterior in the Bay day, Patrick and Kat pedal a small rented leisure boat. They're laughing together.
I can't thank you enough for helping me sneak out of the detention. Very cool.
No problem.
I thought for sure I was busted when I was climbing out that window, I'll tell you. So how'd you keep him distracted?
I dazzled him with my wits.
So what's your excuse?
For
acting the way we do.
I don't like to live up to what people expect. Why should I live up to other people's expectations instead of my own?
So you disappoint them from the start and then you're covered, right?
Something like that.
Then you screwed up.
How?
You never disappointed me.
Are you up for that?
Are you up for it?
He motions to the sign for a paintball game. Exterior paintball park. They chase each other around and get covered in paint, having a good time of it. Eventually, they end up falling down and literally rolling in the hay, caught in an embrace and a short bit of lip action before the game continues. Exterior Stratford house day. Patrick pulls up beside Kat's house and they get out. Paint still streaks their hair.
No, none of that stuff is true.
A state trooper?
Fallacy. Dead guy in the parking lot?
Rumor, the duck?
Hearsay. Bobby Ridgway's balls?
Fact, but he deserved it. He tried to grope me at the lunch line.
Fair enough.
The accident?
It's real. I lived in Australia till I was 10.
With pygmies?
Close. My mum.
Where were you last year? I know the porn career is a lie.
Do you?
They pause for a moment of laughter.
Tell me something true.
Something true. I hate peace.
No, just something real, something no one else knows.
Okay. You're sweet and sexy. Completely hot for me.
You're amazingly self-assured. Has anyone ever told you that?
I tell myself that every day, actually.
He kisses her.
Go to the prom with me.
Is that a request or a command?
Come on, go with me.
No.
No, why not?
No, I won't go with you.
Why not?
Because I don't want to. It's a stupid tradition.
Come on, people won't expect you to go.
Kat turns to him, getting angry.
Why are you pushing this? What's in it for you?
He plays the role of the guilty accused husband, answering with a question. Accusatory question.
Oh, so I need to have a motive to want to be with you?
You tell me.
You need therapy, you know that? Has anyone ever told you that?
Answer the question, Patrick.
Nothing. There's nothing in it for me. Just the pleasure of your company. Okay?
He takes out a cigarette. She throws it away before she storms off and slams the door in his face. Interior study hall day. Cameron and Bianca sit together at a table. She stares at him.
Can I offer you a parsnip?
Well, you may not.
Where is my uncle's pencil?
I don't know. Perhaps it's up your ass.
Wait a minute. That's on this page.
Let me ask you a question, Cameron. When are you going to ask me out?
She gets up and storms off. Cameron, perplexed at this development, obviously didn't understand what she said. He flips through his French book for an explanation and evidently finds one. Interior hallway day. Mandela opens her locker. Hanging inside is a beautiful period-style green dress with a note. Mandela holds the dress up to read the note. The note reads, "Oh, fair one, join me at the prom. I will be waiting. Love, William S." Mandela seems pleased. Exterior Stratford house patio day. Walter does crunches on a abdominal. He does squats. He's struggling magnificently.
7. Good.
He stands up as Bianca enters.
Daddy,
Hi, honey.
I wanted to discuss tomorrow night. As you know, it's the prom.
He has been using a stretchy arm workout device and it suddenly flies off the balcony.
Prom. Cat has a date?
Well, no.
Don't think you're fooling me for a second. I know he wanted to bend the rules for. It's that hot rod Joey.
What's a hot rod?
It's a... If your sister's not going, you're not going. End of story.
Okay, let's review. Kat, not interested. Me, dying to go.
Do you know what happens at prom?
Yes, Daddy. We'll dance, we'll kiss, we'll come home. It's not quite the crisis situation you imagine.
Kissing, huh? That's what you think happens? Got news for you. Kissing isn't what keeps me up to my elbows in placenta all day long.
Can we for 2 seconds ignore the fact that you're severely unhinged and discuss my need for a night of teenage normalcy?
What's normal? Those damn Dawson's River kids sleeping in each other's beds and whatnot?
Daddy, that is so not...
Got news for you. I'm down. I got the 411. And you are not going out and getting jiggy with some boy. I don't care how dope his right is.
Ugh.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
The stretchy arm device now comes flying back into the patio and lands in the hot tub.
Thanks, Bill.
Interior Bianca's room day. Bianca lies on her bed watching The Real World Seattle. A knock sounds.
Come in.
Kat enters.
Listen, I know.
Bianca isn't listening. Kat turns off the TV.
Listen, I know you hate having to sit at home because I'm not Susie High School.
Like you care.
I do care. But I'm a firm believer in doing something for your own reasons and not somebody else's.
Well, I wish I had that luxury. You know, I'm the only sophomore that got asked to prom, and I can't go because you don't feel like it.
Joey never told you that we went out, did he?
Yeah, okay.
In ninth for a month.
Why?
Because he was like such a babe.
But you hate Joey.
Now I do.
So what happened?
Kat indicates with a nod and a raised eyebrow that they went all the way.
Oh, please tell me you're joking.
Just once, right after Mom left. Everyone was doing it, so I did it. Afterwards, I told him I didn't want to do it anymore because I wasn't ready, and he got pissed at me and then dumped me.
Bianca stares at her dumbfounded.
After that, I'd swore that I would never do anything just because everyone else was doing it. And I haven't ever since, with the exception of Bogey's party and my stunning digestive pyrotechnics.
How is it possible that I did not know about this?
Because I warned him that if he ever told anyone, the cheerleading squad would find out how small his dick is.
Okay, so why didn't you tell me?
I wanted to let you make up your own mind about him.
Then why did you help Daddy hold me hostage?
Bianca stands up slowly.
It's not like I'm stupid enough to repeat your mistakes.
I guess I thought I was protecting you.
By not letting me experience anything for myself?
Not all experiences are good, Bianca. You can't always trust the people you want to.
Well, I guess I'll never know, will I?
She rises and holds the door open for Kat, then slams it behind her. Interior Kat's room day. Kat lies in bed, staring at the ceiling. She rolls over and looks out the window. Bianca is looking pitiful in her tire swing. Interior living room night. Walter sits on the couch, transfixed by an ad for an aerosol product that covers his baldness.
Interesting.
Kat descends the stairs in an elegant blue prom dress and heads for the door.
Bye, Dad. I'm going to prom.
Funny, sweetie.
Kat shuts the door behind her. Bianca walks in the living room. She's wearing a prom dress. Walter sees and immediately crosses to where she stands.
What's that?
A prom dress.
I seem to be hearing that word a lot lately.
The doorbell rings and Bianca opens it. There stands Cameron in a tuxedo. He takes in Bianca's outfit.
Hi.
Wow. Wow.
Bye, Daddy.
Stop. Turn. Explain.
Okay, remember how you said I could date if Kat dated? Well, she found this guy who's actually kind of perfect for her, which is actually kind of perfect for me because Karen asked me to go to the prom and I really, really, really want to go. And since Kat went, I guess I'm allowed to based on the aforementioned rule and its previous stipulations, of course.
Nice to meet you.
Go.
They dashed away down the walk.
I know every cop in town, bucko. This is not good.
Interior prom dance floor night. A band that does not exactly suck by definition plays to a very responsive crowd. Interior prom balcony night. Kat ascends the grand staircase and stops. Patrick notices and comes up behind her.
Wow.
You too.
He hands her a rose.
Where'd you get a text at the last minute?
Oh, just something I had, lying around.
Oh.
Where'd you get the dress?
Oh, just something I had, lying around.
Heath Ledger smiles.
Listen,
Oh, wait.
I'm really sorry that I questioned your motives. I was wrong.
Patrick sighs.
You're forgiven.
Okay. Ready for the prom?
Yes, ma'am.
Interior Stratford doorway night. Joey arrives in a tux and knocks on the door. Walter opens it.
Hi, Mr. Stratford. I'm Joey. I'm here to pick up Bianca.
Walter gives him an icy glare in silence and then slams the door in his face without saying a word. Interior prom dance floor night. Patrick and Kat enter. Kat steps forward, looking around and spots Cameron and Bianca dancing cheek to cheek. Across the room, Mandela enters nervously. In the long Elizabethan gown, hair piled on top of her head, she spots Kat and hurries over, distressed.
Have you seen him?
Who?
William. He asked me to meet him here.
Oh, Mandela, tell me you haven't progressed to full-on hallucinations.
Patrick looks towards the stage and nods. Mandela turns to look. Michael, in Shakespearean-like attire, bows in their direction. Mandela beams. Michael makes his way through the crowd over to her. Milady?
Good sir.
Michael kisses her hand in courtly manner. Interior prom dance floor shortly after. Kat and Patrick clap as the band finishes a song. A new song begins and Kat recognizes it. It's by her favorite band.
Oh my God, it's...
I called in a favor.
There's an honest appreciation as the lead singer of her favorite band appears on stage and makes her way to the crowd to sing directly to Kat. She turns back towards the stage and Patrick kisses Kat. The music plays. Interior prom ladies' room night. Bianca is at the mirror. Chastity emerges from a stall.
What are you doing here?
Chastity is aloof.
Oh, I know you didn't think you were the only sophomore at the prom. Joey just picked me up.
Well, congratulations. He's all yours.
Chastity maintains her snooty tone.
Very generous, princess. And just so you know, Joey only liked you for one reason. He even had a bet going on with his friends. He was gonna nail you tonight.
Bianca, very disturbed, runs away. Interior prom dance floor immediately after. Patrick and Kat continue to slow dance in good spirits.
Milwaukee.
What?
That's where I was last year. I wasn't in jail. I don't know Marilyn Manson, and I didn't sleep with a Spice Girl. I don't think. You see, my grandpa, he was ill, so I spent most of the year on his couch watching Wheel of Fortune and making SpaghettiOs. End of story.
No way.
About Joey pulling him aside.
Hey, what's Bianca doing here with that cheese stick? I didn't pay you to take out Kat just so some little punk could snake me with Bianca.
Kat has heard everything. Patrick looks at her pleadingly.
Nothing in it for you, huh?
She leaves. Patrick follows. Across the room, Michael spots the altercation and dances Mandela over to Cameron and Bianca. The shit has hitteth the fanneth. Michael and Cameron leave Mandela and Bianca and head for Joey. Across the room, Michael and Cameron approach Joey quickly. Joey, pal, compadre, listen. Joey pushes him roughly to the ground. Cameron passes Joey to help Michael.
You messed with the wrong guy, and now you're gonna pay. You and that little bitch.
Cameron doesn't like the sound of that. He turns and faces Joey.
All right, that's enough, okay? You crossed the line.
Joey punches Cameron in the face, knocking him to the ground.
Oh, come on. Get up, you little punk.
He turns around just in time to catch one in the nose from a very pissed off Bianca.
Oh, shit, Bianca, I'm shooting a nose spray ad tomorrow.
That's for making my date bleed.
He belts him again.
And that's for my sister.
And again.
And that's for me.
She pushes him into the ground with Michael and Cameron. She and Mandela help their dates off the floor.
Are you okay?
Never been better.
She kisses him and they begin to dance. Everyone slow dances as Joey groans on the floor, holding his crotch. Interior hotel stairway night. Kat heads for the stairs and Patrick catches up to her as they reach the top.
Would you give me a chance?
You are paying to take me out by the one person who I truly hate. I knew this was a setup.
Kat, it wasn't like that, okay?
Really? What was it then? A down payment for now and then a bonus for sleeping with me?
No, I didn't care about the money, okay? I cared about you.
She turns to face him with a countenance of both sadness and anger.
You were so not who I thought you were.
In desperation, he grabs her and kisses her. After a second, she jerks away and flees down the stairs out of sight. She also slaps him in the face. Bianca comes running from behind Patrick, sees what has happened, and stops. She seems guilty now for dragging Kat to the prom and into this mess. In exterior Stratford House day, Kat is sitting on the balcony railing with a sketchbook in hand. Bianca breezes in bearing a cup of tea and offers it to Kat.
You want?
Kat takes the tea.
Thanks.
So, you sure you don't want to go sailing with us? It'll be fun.
No, I'm fine.
Look, I don't know if I ever thanked you for going last night, but it really meant a lot to me.
I'm glad.
Cameron comes jogging up the steps of the balcony, looking very chipper indeed. He notices the seriousness of the situation.
Hey,
Hey.
ready?
Mm-hmm.
See you later.
Bye.
Bianca and Cameron walk away from Kat.
She okay?
Hope so.
They leave, and moments later, Walter enters the balcony from the house.
Where's your sister going?
She's meeting some bikers, big ones, full of sperm.
Funny. So tell me about the stance. Was it hopping?
She smirks at this attempt use of hip young lingo.
Parts of it.
Which parts?
The part where Bianca beat the hell out of some guy.
Bianca did what?
What's the matter? Upset that I rubbed off on her?
No. Impressed.
Kat looks up, surprised at her father's approval.
You know, fathers don't like to admit it when their daughters are capable of running their own lives. It means we've become spectators. Bianca still lets me play a few innings. You've had me on the bench for years. And when you go to Sarah Lawrence, I won't be able to watch the game.
When I go?
Oh boy, don't tell me you changed your mind. I already sent him a check.
Kat, overjoyed, reaches over and gives him a hug. English class day. Mr. Morgan stands at a podium and faces the class with an open book in front of him.
All right, I assume everyone has found time to complete their poem, except for Mr. Donor.
He begins to laugh, very pleased. Joey sulks at his desk behind a pair of sunglasses.
Who has an excuse? Shaft, lose the glasses.
Joey reluctantly removes his shades to reveal severe damage. The glass snickers.
All right, anyone have enough to read theirs out loud?
No one moves. Then Kat slowly raises her hand.
I will.
Patrick looks up.
Lord, here we go.
Kat stands and walks to face the class. She clears her throat before reading from her notebook.
I hate the way you talk to me and the way you cut your hair. I hate the way you drive my car. I hate it when you stare. I hate your big dumb combat boots and the way you read my mind. I hate it so much it makes me sick. It even makes me rhyme. I hate it. I hate it the way you always write. I hate when you lie. I hate when you make me laugh. Even worse, you make me cry. I hate it when you're not around. And the fact you didn't call. Mostly, I hate the way you didn't. I don't hate you at all. Not even close. Not even a little bit. Not even at all.
She looks directly at Patrick. He looks back this time, morose, thoughtful. Then she walks out of the room. The rest of the class remains in stunned silence. Exterior parking lot after school. Students are leaving school. Kat walks to her car alone. When she opens the door, she's greeted with the same Fender Stratocaster guitar that Patrick saw her playing in the store before, reclining in the front seat. She picks it up slowly, inspecting every detail as Patrick leans in behind her.
Nice, huh?
A finished Strat? Is this for me?
Yeah. I thought you could use it. You know, when you start your band. Besides, I had some extra cash, Some asshole paid me to take out a really great girl.
Is that right?
Yeah, but I screwed up. I fell for her.
He blushes and looks down.
Really?
It's not every day you find a girl who'll flash someone to get you out of detention.
Kat is surprised and embarrassed that he found out about the flashing.
Oh, God.
She laughs. He takes this as a sign to kiss her, and he does. She lets him this time, then breaks it off suddenly.
You can't just buy me a guitar every time you screw up,
He winces.
Yeah, I know. But then, there's always drums and bass and maybe even a tambourine.
He gives her another kiss, which she breaks off again.
And just don't think you can...
He kisses her to shut her up, not letting her end it this time. As the music plays, we pan out of the parking lot across to the school building and up to where the band is playing on the roof. The music plays, the credits roll. The end. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. That was amazing. I loved it.
And,
We're all fantastic.